Hello everyone, this is TNG, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of the videos that either going to be very interesting for some people, or they're going to look at me like, TNG, why did you make this video? Did we really need to know about this? Well, I felt like it was important for people to know since, it's now been a year since I came out as demi-straight and gray romantic. And yes, I will explain what demisexual and gray romantic mean, so people do know about this, since I feel like there's not a lot of people that have mentioned about this that are pretty big creators. So that's one of the reasons. And yes, this would also mean that I am part of the asexual, aromantic spectrum, aka Aroace spectrum for short. So yeah, and I will explain what demisexual means, and then I will explain what gray romantic means as well in this video than just me mentioning of these. So there's that. Demisexual is the sexual orientation of someone that only feels intimate attraction with someone that they have a deep connection or bond with. Basically, bond and connection can be interchangeable. Just letting you guys know. And I know some people are gonna immediately think, so this means that you fall for your friends? Not every single person I am gonna be friends with, I'm going to fall for. I feel like I need to iterate that because it seems that that's the case when it comes to me saying I'm demisexual on that end. FYI, that is not 100% of the case, just letting you all know. It only means that it's only a particular person that I feel a deep connection with. I'm most likely going to have more of that, wanting that intimate relationship with, is what I'm saying. Now, gray romantic is the romantic orientation of someone that rarely feels romantic attraction towards someone. Yes, this means I rarely have crushes in the sense. Now, I actually can mention a bit of a story about this because at the time when I was in high school, I didn't really know what a crush was until I actually had a real crush on a guy, and having the feelings of having my heart race, couldn't stop thinking about this guy that was also in my class and everything. I realized that, this is what a crush feels like, because I didn't really have that type of feeling before when it came to me saying that I had a crush on a guy. And then I had that, and then of course it went away because it didn't last very long, which for some people it takes a longer time, some people it doesn't, just letting you know. But when I thought I had a crush on someone else, I didn't have the exact immediate feelings for that said person. Mind you, this was when I was in high school, so this was most likely my sophomore year of high school, to explain that. So yeah, I didn't know what a crush was until then, pretty much. But yeah, to explain the gray romantic part, aka TNG is less likely to crush on someone very quickly. Pretty much. Now, with the reason why I wanted to make this video was not just because to let people know more about the Aroace spectrum, but this is also to let people that were around my age know as well that, hey, I also didn't know, because when I was in high school is when I really realized, like, wait, this is interesting because for a while I actually thought I was just asexual because I didn't want that type of intimate relationship because I liked guys, but not in that type of way pretty much as most people when it came to wanting to be in a relationship. I guess I'm using that word instead of the other one because no, we're all adults, but I'm just wanting to be safe, okay? So that's why. And I didn't find out about demisexual or gray romantic until like summer of high school when I was looking up some stuff on DeviantArt. And yeah, straight up, DeviantArt was the reason how I found these two. And looking those up and also finding about like, wait, it was only towards guys I felt this way. So I saw that, oh yeah, you can also add the another, or well, not add another, but basically for me to specify it's only to the opposite gender is I would be more of the having that wanting the intimate attraction, but also I want a deep connection with before I want to be in an intimate relationship with the said guy. So yeah, to mention to those who are tomboys that are in the closet about being on the Aroace spectrum, yes, you exist. Hello. Just wanted to mention that as well. And so, because I really love being a tomboy, I'm not gonna lie about that, but I am really tired of seeing certain things that's saying that, oh, because you're a tomboy, you have to be either this or that, which is not very correct, which is not right, I feel like. So I wanted to also specify that as well. But I will say that after a year of me basically accepting this part of myself that I kept hidden a while, because on DeviantArt I did mention I was this, but I didn't like fully commit to it because I was kind of nervous and scared of how people would treat me because of this. So I waited a couple of more years to basically officially finally come out of 2022 pretty much is when I officially came out in July of 2022 to my folks and also on TikTok as well. So it's just YouTube doesn't really know much of the story, and I feel like make a video about it to explain a bit about myself in that sense and to not just spread more awareness, and also because, oh, I'm a tomboy, letting other people know about it. I feel like I wanted to do this as well for people that might not know about it very much, and you guys get to know a little bit more about me, since I have noticed that I haven't been very active on YouTube compared to my other stuff that I've been online pretty much, as in TikTok, going back on TikTok, and I have been making a lot more videos on there now. So if you want to see more of my content, there you go. So yeah, and also that I'm sure a lot of you people are probably just curious as well, especially when I did post like stuff in my bio on my YouTube to explain a little bit more about it as well. So yeah, this is kind of a video to basically clarify stuff about me, especially when it comes to my orientation and things like that, so you guys know about that. And I'm not upset at knowing this fact about myself. I'm actually very happy, and when I finally accepted that part of myself, I felt complete and happy about it. I didn't feel like, oh, I was broken and things like that. I was actually really happy, and I want to tell people about this as well, but I have seen that people I know pretty, like some of my friends, they just automatically thought, oh, you're just normal. It did kind of make me a little bit upset, and I felt like I wasn't taken seriously because of it, mentioning that I'm demi-straight. So that was one of the reasons, and to clarify a little bit more when it comes to at least the demisexual part of my orientation, since that's the one that some people don't 100% understand. Trust me, I had to explain this to one person in my life multiple times, and I probably might need to do that in my life more than once to get it to people that, hey, I'm not going to fall with every single friend of mine that's a dude that I want to clarify there. It's not every single guy that I get really close to I'm going to immediately want to have a relationship in a boyfriend-girlfriend type of way. So I do want to clarify that as well. So there is that. And I do want to say to everyone that's continued watching this video and not clicked off, thank you so much for listening to not just this video, but also listening to my story a bit on my journey involving with this, since yes, it was a journey. It took me a long time to find that out, and yes, I'm considered still young, but accepting this part of myself has been very, very nice for me, and it's been one heck of a ride per se after a year of basically coming out as demi-straight and gray romantic, and it's just been wonderful in my way of saying it, and I don't feel confused, and I don't feel like I need to force myself to be in a relationship if I don't want to, things like that, because when it came to high school, I felt like I needed to because of some of my own classmates, well, mainly my female friends, mainly had boyfriends, and I felt like, oh, I need a boyfriend too, per se, which, don't do that, please. Don't ever feel like, oh, I need to be in a relationship because everyone else around me needs to be in a relationship. Please don't do that to yourself, because I will say this, if you're not ready to be in a relationship, don't force yourself to be in a relationship when you're not ready for it. Please don't do that, because you'll probably regret that, and probably the relationship will not last very long as you initially thought. So I want to iterate that and explain that, so you people don't do that, okay? My friends as well, I will even tell my friends, if they watch this video, letting my friends know, hey, don't do that, by the way. You guys are smart to not do that, okay? I care about you. I don't want you to end up in a relationship and then you get your heart broken or something because you weren't really ready for it or something like that. So yeah, I will say that's it for this video, and thank you all so much for listening to me throughout this entire video of explaining myself about that, and now you know a little bit more, and some of you all be looking at me probably a little bit differently from this point forward, which, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, because I know how some people are when it comes to the being Aro or Ace or on the spectrum of it. I know some people will probably either not take me seriously. I'm aware of that. I'm prepared for that, but I don't really care, because I know who I am when it comes to my orientation and my romantic orientation as well, because trust me, it's not been easy, and I'm sure some people will also understand what I've probably went through when it comes to being on the Aroace spectrum. So there's that, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video when I do make one.